Hey everybody, this is Chris, GFY. We have been busy with pigs and all the stuff getting ready for summer. Today we're going to take a look at our garden. We haven't showed much of it yet. And then we're going to talk about these straw bales that I got. This is a pile of wood chips. I use a wood chipper that's kind of on loan from my parents, and it works really good. We kind of used a little bit of the back to Eden method. We've just started that. We're liking the results so far, but we want to document how all our stuff goes as we learn. These straw bales I got from a friend of mine that had intended to use them for something else, and he actually passed away, so I got these she was just going to throw them out. So we did not actually condition these, but they have sat outside. They were really heavy and it was hard to get them down without coming apart, so I think they're going to work all right. We did put some dirt on the top just in case. And why don't you tell us what we've got here?
In a second. I think we have a goat stuck again. Anyway, I'll listen for her again.
We may be doing a goat rescue here in just a minute.
I just rescued 2 this morning. So over next to you, I planted cucumbers. Those are lemon cubes. And then over here, I've attempted carrots. And what I did was dig in with the trowel just to break it up. I filled it with a little bit of potting soil just to give it something to germinate in, and then I just planted 2 rows of carrots. We'll see how it goes.
Another reason we decided to use the straw bales in this particular location, it has always done poorly, this first row. Mostly tried to grow tomatoes. I'm not sure if it just, it is shaded, and there are and were several trees, and some of them are the cedars. And I thinned those out, and but we've seen big differences between the first row and the second row here. So I've been trying to improve the soil, and this will be part of our attempt for that. So
let's go save a baby goat.
Okay, we got a baby goat.
Time to go save a baby goat.
So we've got those first 2 rows. And then we've got some raised beds that I made. These are just some plastic, it used to be like a bed frame that I repurposed. On these, it's been several years, but I kind of used some of the square foot gardening method with the Mills mix. So it's compost and peat moss and just kind of a combination. So we've got onion sets going.
So this evening I am planting onions in this raised bed. I just got them at the store. So I am planting them in sets of 2 because the plan is that one I'm going to pull for green onions, and then I'll leave the other one there so that it can mature into a full onion. So as you can see, I'm planting them one next to the other, and then I'm giving 6 inches, which is what my shovel is, and then I'm coming over here and planting 2 more. Very close proximity because one of them I am going to pull out as a green onion later.
And some carrots, and I'm going to mulch this. We typically mulch stuff, but here we've got our cabbages. We've got some garlic chives, and are these cauliflowers? Broccoli. Okay. There you can see kind of how we use the recycled goat hay. Got quite a few little containers that we use, various little containers. Our walkways are wood chips, either the ones that I made or I get some for free at the landfill. It just is kind of a pain loading them and hauling them out here. We've got a old trough that had holes in it, so we turned it into a raised bed, and got a few strawberries. Still getting the hang on them. They've not done great for us, but got some strawberries there, and onion. More just random little raised containers. So we're going ahead and putting the asparagus in our little cinder block planter. She did kind of turn the soil over. I don't do a lot of tilling, but
mostly because I put
this still is eggshells. This bed still is new and isn't really established, but I just was putting a little manure in the ends. I'm going to do beans again. I haven't seen anybody do that before. I'm sure somebody does, but I just made this planter because I had cinder blocks and the beans worked well. It really isn't ideal. They didn't hold water very well. The beans that I grew worked great. It just had to stay on top of the watering, and I'm sure they'd have done better with more room for the roots and all. But for what it was, I thought it did very well. So these are asparagus that I started from seed. We are planting that, and then we had a few of the roots that we bought at the store. And she tried to make, oh yeah, look at how long that one is. Well, I don't know if we can see it or not, but there, it's a good more than 12 inches long. It's up to her hand. So we are going to try to establish a nice asparagus patch, and so that's just kind of an overview of the start of our garden. We were a little late getting some of the stuff in from what we wanted, but just been busy. Like and subscribe to see our updates as we progress. We're going to be doing periodic updates on our garden this year. We'll show you the good and the bad, and we do some canning too. So we'll be doing some videos on canning our stuff.